What's your sign say? Immigration is America.
Yes, sir.
Do you support the deportation of illegal migrants?
What was that?
Do you support the deportation of illegal migrants?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. She's saying she doesn't.
If they're illegal, then yeah.
Look how she looking. She look like a stray dog, bro. Why is she looking and shaking her head like that? Use your words. Use your words. But it looked like they on two different pages. It looks like this guy has no clue what's going on. His sign says immigration is American. I agree. Immigration is part of America, and that is the foundation of how America was built. If we're going to be honest, based off immigration, whether you want to talk into history and all that stuff, you can do that in the comment section. But I agree with his sign. But if his sign was a little bigger and it said illegal immigration is American, I think that's why he's really confused, because he don't really know what's going on. People are fighting illegal immigration. Illegal. His sign says immigration, which implies it's legal. People don't agree with illegal. People do agree with legal. And so I'm not sure. I don't want to put it on him saying he's an immigrant. But if he is, I'm going to assume that he came here legally and he agrees with legal immigration. And that's why when asked the question, he disagrees with illegal immigration. He thinks that should not be allowed, but she thinks illegal immigration should be allowed. And so we about to see how this little dispute cooks up.
Do you not support the deportation of illegal migrants? And why not? He does and you don't.
It's not illegal.
Okay, if someone crossed over the border illegally, should they be deported?
I'm not too sure about that.
You know, he was not thinking about that question at all. He was thinking about the status of their relationship and that he has been engaging with a cuckoo nut, a crazy for Cocoa Puffs woman. He was thinking about, wow, I've really been wasting my time with a lady that has no logic and no reason, and she makes no sense. This relationship is over. That's everything that just went through his mind right there, because she said it's not illegal. It's illegal immigration. So does she also agree with somebody walking in her house without permission? That's what I want to know. If you agree with people coming over here illegally, that's the main word, illegally. Do you agree with people coming into your home illegally? Because I know so many people that wouldn't even let the maintenance person come in and change something in their house while they're not there. But you want to allow somebody in your country that don't have permission to be here? Whether you came here on a visa and overstayed it, you are still here illegally. You have to go and just do it the right way. I know the right way takes time and that it's tedious, but it's like that for a reason. You still have to abide by it. Just because it takes a long time to become a doctor, does that mean people should just go into the hospitals, put on a white coat, and just start operating on people? No, you have to go through the process, and the reason there's a process there is to keep out bad people from coming into the country. And what that also does is that prevents stereotypes from happening, because if you come here legally, right, and a bunch of other people come here illegally, now all the people that came here illegally, even though it's a small number in proportion to the people that come here illegally, they're gonna cast that onto you. All the bad stuff that the illegal immigrants do, they're going to cast that onto you. So you also shouldn't want them here, because they're just making you look bad when you did everything the right way. They're also skipping the line. So all the money that you invested, all the time that you invested, and most people that do it legally, they're not even able to bring their whole families here. And usually the man will come here and send money back. And then once he has enough financial stability, he's going to fill out different forms so that he can sponsor his people back home and get them over here, because you are more likely to get people over here if you sponsor them, because the government doesn't want people on financial assistance when they do come over here, because we want the smartest, the best, the brightest, the strongest. We don't want people migrating over here and then needing assistance to be over here when we have our own people that need our assistance, the homeless, the veterans, and the people that are just suffering and living paycheck to paycheck. But going back to them and their relationship, let's see how he proceeds.
But you just said that if they should deport illegal migrants. So if somebody came over the border illegally, should they be deported?
Maybe if they're found guilty of that in like a court case with due process, then sure. But yeah, I think in those circumstances, then yeah.
Okay, cool. And what makes you not support that?
I think it's just it's only a civil offense, and I think borders are inhumane to begin with.
Should we get rid of all borders?
I don't think that we should abolish countries, but I do think that there shouldn't be such strict immigration laws.
Really?
And for instance, right now, you have lots of deportations going on. Trump has deported around 400,000 migrants so far. Underneath Obama, he deported 3 million when he was president. Why do you think there's such an uproar of protests across America? And a lot of it is, one of the main issues is because of the immigration and the deportations that are going on. Why do you think there's such an uproar now that people are being deported versus when somebody like Obama or even Clinton deported migrants as well? And Obama.
I'm going to give you the answer. You know why? Because of the media. All of these people are out here because of the media. What she just said doesn't make any sense. She said borders are inhumane, but let's not abolish countries. How is a border inhumane? How are the laws that prevent people from coming here illegally and prevent bad people from coming here uncivil? How explain that to me? I don't get it. These people have no sense of logic or reasoning, and everything is feelings based, and the media has tormented your minds. Your mind don't even work no more. Your mind works off TikTok. Your mind. You don't even have a normal attention span of the average adult. Your mind works in 30-second increments. Your mind it ain't even yours no more. It's the media's. The reason why people are going crazy now when they didn't do it under Obama is because the media has taken over your minds. The media is the new influencer. The media are the new influencers. They're the people that change your mind. They change your perspectives. They give you propaganda, and you don't even go and do more research to verify what you're seeing on the news and on these media sites is accurate. You just take that information, put it into your mind, and then you start spewing it, and you create ideas, and you start thinking about things based off false lies that came from the media, who are only here to take your money. And the way that they actually make money off you is through your attention. So the longer that they can show you fake stuff, keep you angry, keep you divided, keep you segregated from the truth, the longer they can control your mind, the longer they can keep your attention, and the longer they can show you ads to make money off of your attention. But you are so brain dead. Look at this man. He kind of waking up. You're so brain dead that you think people should do things illegally and not have to pay any consequence. So all I ask her is, do you lock your doors at night? Do you lock your car doors? Because if you do, what you said doesn't even make any sense. Open your doors. That's all a border is. It's just keeping out people that ain't authorized. Open your house door. Just leave it open. And when people come in, say, hey, it's inhumane to keep people out and have borders and lock doors. Just open your doors. Open your car door, your house door, and whatever happens. Whether they have access, they're authorized to be in there, let it go. Don't complain. Don't call the police either. Don't say nothing. Let them in your house, let them in your car, and just be good with it. Let's see what he got to say in response to his question. Why is there such uproar now under Trump? But there was none of this smoke under Obama. Let's see.
And Joe Biden deported people, but he also brought in a lot of people. So why do you think now, because Trump's president, why do you think now they're trying to get all upset about the deportations?
Because they act in very Gestapo ways. It's very racially motivated. There's no due process. It's very inhumane the way they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
And what makes you believe they're not getting due process?
Oh, when they go to show up to the court cases, they get kidnapped by ICE agents before they even get to go into the hearings. Or maybe they get out of the hearings and they get, snatched up by ICE. It's making it so that people are afraid to even go to the court cases, to the hearings, and it's making the process a little shady and underhanded. So I feel like once you start to mess with like the legal system surrounding it, and you make it so like that people are scared to go, and it kind of just makes a mess of things, quite frankly. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys very much for your
That was an awful response for a person that's so well dressed and put together, nice glasses. That was an awful response from somebody like that. I would have expected something more cohesive, something more coherent, because that didn't make any sense. He was just spewing a whole bunch of BS, and it sounds like people never go back and actually research what happened, because I remember Obama having children in cages. Children in cages, separating them from their families. So everything that he just said, Obama did it. And we have the photos. You can go and look it up. So what he said doesn't make any sense. It just shows that these people have fed into the propaganda that is being pushed to them. He's talking about some process that he doesn't even know. He's probably just read a Instagram reel on it, and that's how he thinks all immigration processes and court hearings happen, when in actuality you shouldn't be here if you don't have authorization to be here. And so all those court hearings should have happened after you've gotten authorization to be here. But if you don't have authorization to be here, you can't demand rights in a country that you don't have the right to be in. But anyways, I hope that he has left this woman, because it looks like his brain still has some things working. It looks like she is just gone inside. Look at the way he's dressed and look how she's dressed. They are not equally yoked for each other. Look how well he's put together. She is just a mess. She looked like she just got out the bed, man. This is not an equal match. They need to go ahead and split. He need to go and find somebody else that is on his caliber. Even though I don't agree with many of the things that he did say, I do agree with the logic. And if you are here illegally, once you are given due process, kind of agree with that, kind of, sort of. Once you are given due process, then you get kicked out. Go back to where you came from. She just believes in lawlessness. Allow people here. Get rid of the borders. I hope she also agrees with opening your home doors, opening your car doors, and never locking them. Just allowing people in and out of them, because that's the only way what she says can actually hold weight, and her actions will align with her words. Because these people, they just say whatever they want to say. I don't care if you like Trump. I don't care if you like Kamala. I don't care if you like Sanders. I don't care who you like. But at some point, you have to open your mind. I don't care if you're Republican and you saying just get rid of all of them. I don't care if you're Democrat and you're saying let's keep everybody. At some point, you have to turn your mind on and realize if you agree with illegal immigrants coming here, you must also agree with so many other things that comes with, which I think once it hits home and it gets close to people, that they are not going to agree with it. I think these people probably don't even have to deal with the consequences of having illegal migrants here. I hope they're not in New York, because them taxes about to go through the roof. But anyways, they don't have to deal with the consequences on the day-to-day. So that's why they really aren't connected to it. And they really don't care, and they can't expound on their points. That's why these people are lost. But there's always hope for people that are willing to listen. And I think these two was willing to listen, willing to respond, and they weren't just argumentative and resorted straight to violence. So I think this was a successful conversation. Make sure y'all go watch the rest of this video. It is 1 hour and 42 minutes long. Let me know down below your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out of here. Peace.